Good day everyone, I'm
Dapat dali sa mental hospital.
Mark Vincent Castillo from S1 together with my group mates, and we're gonna discuss about the Rules 20 to 31, which is under Part C, Lights and Shapes of Call Regs, and makinig lang kayo dito, marami kayong matututunan.
Sinungaling ka!
O instinto selvagem que invade a sensação de perigo nos define. Sinto um frio na barriga, tudo isso me lembra a cena de um filme. O instinto selvagem que invade a sensação de perigo nos define.
Nice.
I'm back guys! So, sisimulan na namin ang pagdidiscuss, kaya ihanda na inyong mga mata at tenga at mag-enjoy sa inyong mapapanood na discussion. Rule 20 application. First paragraph is, rules in this part shall be complied within all weathers. So, rule 2 is, the rules concerning light shall be complied with from the sunset to sunrise, and during such time no other light shall be exhibited. Third paragraph, the lights prescribed by this rule shall, if carried, also be exhibited from sunrise to sunset in restricted visibility and may be exhibited in all other circumstances when it is deemed necessary. Paragraph 4, the rules concerning shapes shall be complied with by the day. Paragraph 5, the lights and shapes specified in these rules shall comply with the provisions of Annex 1 to these regulations. So, Rule 21 definitions, and first definition is, mast headlights means a white light placed over the fore and aft center line of the vessel, showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 225 degrees and so fixed as to show the light from right ahead to 22.5 degrees or 2 points above the beam on either side of the vessel. So, 2 points above the beam, 2 points above the port side, and 2 points above the beam on the starboard side makes the arc of 225 degrees, and it is placed on aft and fore of the vessel. Side lights means a green light on the starboard side and a red light on the port side, each showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 112.5 degrees and so fixed as to show the light from the right ahead to 22.5 degrees or 2 points above the beam on its respective side. In a vessel of less than 20 meters in length, the side lights may be combined in one lantern carried on the fore and aft center line of the vessel. So, same characteristics of mast headlights, but it is half of it and 2 points above the beam from starboard and the port, green on the starboard and red on the port side, placed on the side of the vessel. In a small vessel specifically less than 20 meters, so same characteristics of lights, but it can be combined in one lantern placed on the center line of the vessel. Stern light. Stern light means a white light placed as near less practicable as at the stern, showing an unbroken light over an arc of horizon of 135 degrees and so fixed as to show the light 67.5 degrees from right up on each side of the vessel. So, parang siya yung bubuo ng ilaw ng vessel. Doon naman siya matatagpuan sa likod. So, parang, ang sakop niya naman is from 2 points above the beam ng port side and 2 points above the beam on starboard side. Tapos, it is placed on the stern and the aft side of the vessel. Aft end, dyan sa dulo. So, towing light means a yellow light having the same characteristics the stern light defined in the previous paragraph. So, same characteristics, 22.5 degrees above the beam and above the starboard side, and pinagkaiba lang is yellow yung kanya kulay. So, all-around light means a light showing an unbroken light over an arc of the horizon of 360 degrees. So, it means all way around the vessel, may kita yung all-around lights. So, pwede siyang white, red, and green. So, yun nakikita sa center line of the vessel. Fore and aft din. And, pwede din yung combination na mag-i-stack yung puti sa ilalim, red sa taas. Yan, tas ang tawag dyan is two all-around lights, red above, red over white. No, red over white. Flashing light means a light flashing at regular intervals at a frequency of 120 flashes or more per minute. So, ito naman yung mga kulay, ito naman yung ilaw na nagpa-flash on the center line of the vessel, and yung flash niya is 120 per minute. So, it means that meron tayong 2 flashes kada second.
Rule number 22, visibility of lights. The lights prescribed in this rule shall have an intensity as is specified in Section 8 of Annex 1 to these regulations, so as to be visible at the following minimum ranges. For the vessels of 50 meters or more in length, a masthead light is 6 miles, a side light is 3 miles, a stern light is 3 miles, a towing light is 3 miles, a white, red, green, or yellow all-round light is also 3 miles. And this is the examples of vessels of 50 meters or more in length. And next is for the vessels of 12 meters or more in length but less than 50 meters in length, a masthead light is 5 miles, except that where the length of the vessel is less than 20 meters, it is supposed to be 3 miles. A side light is 2 miles, a stern light is 2 miles, a towing light is 2 miles, a white, red, green, or yellow all-round light is 2 miles. And this is the examples of vessels of 12 meters or more in length. Next is for the vessel less than 12 meters in length. A masthead light is 2 miles, a side light is 1 mile, a stern light is 2 miles, a towing light is 2 miles, a white, red, green, or yellow all-round light is also 2 miles. And this is the examples of vessels less than 12 meters in length. In inconspicuous, partly submerged vessels or objects being towed, a white all-round light is 3 miles. And this is the examples of vessels which is being towed. Next is rule number 23, power-driven vessels underway. For the power-driven vessels underway shall exhibit a masthead light forward, a second masthead light above and higher than the forward one, except that a vessel of less than 50 meters in length shall not be obliged to exhibit such light but may do so side light and stern light. This is the example of the power-driven vessels underway. In air cushion vessel, when operating in the non-displacement model, shall, in addition to the lights prescribed in paragraph A of this rule, exhibit an all-round flashing yellow light. A wing craft only when taking off, landing, and in flight near the surface shall, in addition to the lights prescribed in paragraph A of this rule, shall exhibit a high-intensity all-round flashing red light. Kung sa air cushion, yellow light, sa wingcraft naman po ang gamit ay red light. A power-driven vessel of less than 12 meters in length may light of the lights prescribed in paragraph A of this rule exhibit an all-round white light and side lights. And this is the example of power-driven vessel less than 12 meters in length. A power-driven vessel of less than 7 meters in length whose maximum speed does not exceed 7 knots may, in light of the lights prescribed in paragraph A of this rule, shall exhibit an all-round white light and shall, if practicable, also exhibit side lights. And this is the example of power-driven vessel of less than 7 meters in length. And the masthead light or all-round white light on a power-driven vessel of less than 12 meters in length may be displaced from the fore and aft center line of the vessel if the center line fitting is not practicable, provided that the side light are combined in one lantern which shall be carried on a fore and aft center line of the vessel or located as nearly as practicable in the same fore and aft line as the masthead light or the all-round white light. And this is the example. Um, and that's all. Thank you.
Collision Regulation, Part C, Light and Shape, Rule 24, Towing and Pushing, Rule 25, Sailing Vessel Underway and Vessel Under Oar. Rule 24, Towing and Pushing. So, ano nga ba pag sinabi nating towing? So, from the word itself, towing, ibig sabihin nun, hinihila. So, ibig sabihin, sa rule na ito, ikaw yung nasa unahan ng hinihila mong barko. Ikaw yung nahila doon sa barko na nasa likuran mo. So, when say pushing naman, ikaw, ikaw, ito yung tinutulak mula sa gilid or sa likuran mo. So, mas magpo-focus tayo sa towing kasi ito yung most useful na ginagamit when you are on board. So, simulan natin. A power-driven vessel when towing shall exhibit, instead of the light prescribed in Rule 23, two masthead lights in a vertical line. When the length of the tow measuring from the stern of the towing vessel to the upper end of the tow exceeds 200 meters, three such lights in a vertical line. Side lights, stern light, a towing light in a vertical line above the stern light. When the length of the tow exceeds 200 meters, a diamond shape where it can best be seen. So may inihanda ako ditong example para mas maintindihan nyo lalo. So, example of towing vessel, if you are a vessel more than 50 meters, you shall have forward masthead lights. Forward masthead lights and secondary masthead light. So, sabi dito, this is a vessel less than 50 meters. 50 meters. Kung ang vessel mo ay less than 50 meters, hindi kayo nagkakaroon ng masthead lights. Kasi, ito ang unang condition. So, kung mapapansin nyo naman dito, dalawa yung kanyang masthead light. Because the vessel is towing and the vessel is being towed is shorter than 200 meters. So, kaya dalawa yung kanyang masthead light. Sabi dito sa Rule 24, if the vessel being towed less than 200 meters, then that should be the masthead light is 2. So, yun, dalawa yung kanyang masthead light. So, the measurement to identify this one is by means of here. For vessel is towing less than 200 meters, kung ang sukat nito ay 200 meters, you are not required to show any shape during daytime. Yun, hindi daw required any shape kapag during daytime. So, dito naman, kung mapapansin nyo, yung dilaw, ang tawag dito is towing light. Ito yung tinatawag na towing light. Kapag ikaw yung humihila, ikaw yung may towing light at stern light. Meron ding stern light ang barkong hinihila mo. Ito yun. So, sa next picture naman, ito. Dito naman, as you can see, may secondary masthead light because the vessel towing more than 50 meters, kaya may secondary siya. At sa nakikita nyo, dalawa ang kanyang forward masthead light. Kapag ang sukat niya ay shorter than o mas maliit sa 200 meters, then that shall only have 2 masthead lights. So, kung ang humihilang barko ay more than 50 meters, ito yung barkong humihila. Ito. So, more than 50 meters, that should have a secondary masthead lights. Sunod. Dito naman sa pangatlong picture, kung makikita nyo naman, mapapansin nyo, wala siyang secondary masthead light. Dun sa barkong humihila ay less than or shorter than 50 meters. Simply because the measurement from the stern part of the towing vessel o yung barkong humihila, its stern part, going to the stern part of the vessel being towed, the measurement is longer than 200 meters. So basically, in this condition, required talaga ang tatlong masthead light. Ito yung masthead light niya. Required talaga yan. So the last one is to. So kung mapapansin nyo naman dito, may secondary masthead light siya. Simply because a towing vessel is more than 50 meters. 50 meters. At mayroon siyang 3 masthead light. Ito. Sa forward kasi, ang measurement niya from this point is longer than 200 meters. 200 meters. So, this is the shape. To. This is the shape using daytime. Ito yung shape na ginagamit kapag daytime. So, if the toad is longer than 200 meters, then we required to the diamond shapes. Kapag ka meron kayong diamond, kunwari ako may sariling barko, may diamond yung barko ko, meron din yung kabilang barko na diamond. So if your vessel is less than 200 meters, then walang required na nagde-demonstrate o nagpapakita na kayo ay towing vessel. Tapos the shape depends upon the distance from the stern part of the towing vessel from the vessel being towed. 25 sailing vessel underway and vessel under oar. So, ano ba pag sinabing vessel underway? So, ibig sabihin lang nito, ito yung barkong umaandar. And the vessel under oar, ibig sabihin, ito ay sagwan. This is sagwan at yung mga vessel na gumagamit ng sagwan. A sailing vessel underway shall exhibit side lights, stern lights. Dito pa lang you will be able to identify the differentiate between power driven and the different sailing vessel between the two. So kung pagkukumparahin, kung mapapansin nyo, kung pagkukumparahin ang sailing vessel at power driven, dito pa lang makikita nyo na nawawala dito ang masthead lights nya. So, ito, may example ako. Ito yan. So, when we say sailing vessel, basically, how a sailing vessel look at night, ang mga characteristics niya dito ay meron siyang side lights na kulay red, port side na kulay green, and starboard and stern light. Ito yung stern light niya. Sinasabi dito sa paragraph B, in sailing vessel of less than 20 meters in length, the light prescribed in paragraph A of this rule may be combined in one lantern carried at or near the top of the mast where it can best be seen. So sinasabi nga dito sa paragraph B, since maliit naman yung vessel, pwedeng pagsamasamahin ang tatlong iyon, yung red side light, port side light, tsaka yung red sa port side light, green starboard side light, at yung stern light. According to Colreg, yon, according yun sa Colreg. So you can combine all those lights, the light characteristics. So ito pa yung isang example ko. Basically, this is how a vessel less than 20 meters in length look likes. This is the time to combine all the three lights. Ito yun. The port side light, starboard, and stern light. Doon lang pwedeng pagsamasamahin yung tatlo. Gaya ng sabi ko kanina yung mga kulay. So, letter C. Dito naman, a sailing vessel underway may, in addition to the lights prescribed in paragraph A of this rule, exhibit at or near the top of the mast where they can best be seen two all-round lights in a vertical line, the upper being red and the lower green, but these lights shall not be exhibit in conjunction with a combined lantern permitted by a paragraph B of this rule. So, dito naman, kapag so may example ako dito. So, dito, kapag naka-side view, to starboard side, so, starboard side, and this is her all round. So, kapag naka-side view ka, makikita mo, dito yung all round red and all round green. Ito yon, all round green light. And we also have the stern light. Kapag nakaharap naman, makikita mo, ito yung stern light niya. So, kapag naman nakaharap, dito sa baw. Kapag naman nakaharap, makikita nyo dito ay ang red over green. Ito yon, red over green. That also sailing vessel. So, dito naman sa stern, sa bahaging ito, kapag sa likod kayo nakatingin o sa likod kayo nagmula, makikita nyo dito ang kanyang stern light. Ito, stern part. The color reg considers the sailing vessel to demonstrate red over green on the top. Ito yon, red over green on the top of the mast. So, yon. So, the last part is letter D. So, letter D, a sailing vessel of less than 7 meters in length shall, if practicable, exhibit the lights prescribed in paragraph A or paragraph B of this rule, but if she does not, she shall have ready at hand an electric torch or lighted lantern showing a white light, which shall be exhibited in sufficient time to prevent collision. A vessel under oars may exhibit the lights prescribed in the these rules for sailing vessels, but if she does not, she shall have ready upon an electric torch or lighted lantern showing a white light, which shall be exhibited in sufficient time to prevent collision. So, dito naman sa letter D, sa natatandaan kong required lights na tinuro sa amin ni Sir Umali, all around, ito ay all around white lights, which is the combination of the masthead and the stern light. But for the sailing vessel underway less than 7 meters, ito yon, 7 meters, as per Colreg, the only requirement is for her to have an electric torch. That is the only requirement for the vessel sailing vessel less than 7 meters as per Colreg. So, may ipapakita pa ako sa inyong isang picture. Yan, last one yan. So, dito naman, ito naman ay, saan tatandyon, si vessel underway ay gumagamit ng hangin. Ito yon, si vessel underway. At si vessel under oar naman ay gumagamit ng sagwan. So, this one is sailing vessel less than 7 meters at gumagamit siya ng electric torch. So, and this one naman, sa makikita nyo, example of vessel under oar at gumagamit siya ng sagwan, pati na rin electric torch. So, yun lang. That's all. Thank you.
I'm John Matthew P. Marasigan and I'm going to report the rule 26 and 27. 26, the fishing vessel. 27 is the vessel not under command or restricted in their ability to maneuver. So, ito yung sa rule 26, the fishing vessel. Meron dalawang uri ng fishing vessel. The vessel engaged in trolling and the vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling. Ito yung una example. A vessel engaged in trolling, making way through the water. Vessel is more than 50 meters. Paano ko nasabing vessel engaged in trolling? Kapag may nakita kayong 2 all-around light, tapos ang green ang nasa taas, white ang nasa baba. Making way through the water, kasi meron siyang side light and stern light. Vessel more than 50 meters, kasi meron siyang mast headlight. Ang shape na gagamitin mo pag a vessel engaged in trolling ay two conical shape, apexes together in a vertical position. So sa pangalawang example, a vessel engaged in trolling, making way through the water, vessel less than 50 meters. So nasabi kong vessel engaged in trolling kasi Ulit, meron siyang all-round light na 50 na green yung nasa taas, tsaka white yung nasa baba nito. Making way through the water kasi meron siyang side light and stern light. Bezel less than 50 meters kasi wala siyang additional na mast headlight kagaya nito na meron siyang mast headlight. Tapos kagaya din nito, ang bezel engaged in trolling ay gagamit ng two cones apexes together in a vertical position. So ito naman yung susunod na example na not making way through the water. So pangatlo nating example sa vessel engaged in trolling. Vessel engaged in trolling, not making way through the water. Vessel more than 50 meters. Vessel engaged in trolling. Green yung nasa taas, all around green light nasa taas, and all around white light yung nasa baba. Not making way through the water kasi wala kayong makikitang side light and stern light. Vessel more than 50 meters kasi meron siyang mast headlight. Cones, ang shape ay cones, apexes together in a vertical position. Pangalawang example para sa not making way through the water. A vessel engaged in trolling, not making way through the water. Vessel less than 50 meters. Trolling, vessel engaged in trolling kasi meron siyang all-around green light over sa white light. Then, not making way through the water kasi wala siyang side light and stern light. Vessel less than 50 meters kasi wala siyang mast headlight. Shapes, ang gagamitin mo ay conical shape, apexes together. Ito na yung pangalawa nating example ng fishing vessel, a vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling. Mapapansin mo ang vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling kapag ang all-around red light yung nasa taas at all-around white light naman yung nasa baba nito. Una example, a vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling, making way through the water with outlying gear less than 150 meters. Vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling, ulit pag ang red ang nasa taas, all-round red light nasa taas, and all-round white light ang nasa baba. Making way through the water kasi meron siyang side light tsaka stern light na hindi lang masyadong kita. Then, with outlying gear less than 150 meters. Pag sinabing vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling, meron lagi siyang outlying gear less than 150 meters. Ang shape ay gagamitin mo pa rin ay cones, apexes together in a vertical position. Ito naman ang pangalawa nating example. A vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling, not making way through the water with outlying gear less than 150 meters. A vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling kapag red light, all-round red light yung nasa taas and all-round white light yung nasa baba. Not making way through the water kasi wala siyang side light and stern light. With outlying gear less than 150 meters kasi wala siyang additional na cones and wala siyang additional na all-round white light. So to clarify lang, pag sinabing vessel engaged in fishing other than trolling, meron na siyang outlying gear. Mali-determine mo lamang siya kung less than or more than 150 meters kapag walang extra cones, kagaya nito, ang outlying gear niyan ay less than 150 meters. Pero pag may additional cones na ganan, or meron siyang additional na all-around white light, masasabi mo na ang outlying gear niyan ay more than 150 meters. So ito naman yung Rule 27 na vessel not under command or restricted in their ability to maneuver. Una muna ay vessel not under command. Ito yung una example. Vessel not under command, making way through the water. Masasabi mong vessel not under command kapag may nakita kang 2 all-around red light in a vertical position. Ang shape na gagamitin sa vessel not under command ay 2 black balls in a vertical position din. Making way through the water kasi meron siyang side lights and stern light. Hindi lang din ulit kita. And kaya siya matatawag na making way through the water. So ito na yung susunod na example. A vessel not under command, not making way through the water. Vessel not under command kasi meron siyang 2 all-around red light in a vertical position, and meron din siyang shape na 2 black balls in a vertical position. Not making way through the water kasi wala siyang side lights and wala din siyang stern lights. So dito naman tayo sa vessel restricted in their ability to maneuver. Pag restricted their ability to maneuver or a vessel is in ram, ang laging makikita ay 2 all-around red light in the highest and the lowest part, and white light or all-around white light in the middle. At ang shape lagi ay 2 black balls in the highest and the lowest part, and 1 diamond in the middle. For the example number 1, a vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver at anchor, vessel less than 50 meters. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver kasi yun nga, kakasabi ko lang kanina, meron siyang 2 all-round red light in the highest and lowest part, and white yung nasa middle. At anchor, makikita mo agad pag at anchor ang isang barko kapag meron siyang additional na all-round white light, and meron siyang additional na 1 black balls. Makikita ito sa Rule 30 na anchored vessels and vessels aground. So dito naman tayo sa pangalawang example ng ram. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver, making way through the water less than 50 meters. A vessel restricted in her ability to maneuver, meron siyang 2 all-round red light in the highest and lowest part, and white all-around white light in the middle in a vertical position. Shape of 2 black balls in the highest and lowest part, and 1 diamond in the middle in the vertical position. Making way through the water. According sa Rule 27B, subparagraph 3, sinasabi na pag ang vessel is pag ang ram ay making way through the water, kailangan itong mag-provide ng side lights and a masthead light and a stern light. Magtataka kayo, less than 50 meters pero may ganito. Kasi, yun nga, according sa rule, sa ram lang, pag making way through the water siya, kailangan mo mag-provide ng isang masthead light. So, ito naman yung iba pang type ng ram. Ito yung vessel engaged in towing, making way through the water. Towing does not exceed 200 meters. Vessel less than 50 meters. So, a vessel engaged in towing, part din siya ng ram kasi kasi ang light na makikita mo sa kanya ay 2 all-around red light in the highest and lowest part, and white in the middle. Tsaka yung shape na makikita mo ay 2 black balls in the highest and lowest part, and diamond in the middle in the vertical position. Making way through the water kasi meron siyang side lights, towing lights, and stern light. Towing does not exceed 200 meters. Kaya 2 2 mast headlight yung makikita mo sa kanya kasi yung tinotow niya hindi siya lumagpas ng 200 meters. Yung tali ng from stern to the proa of the ng hinihila. Tapos bezel less than 50 meters kasi wala siyang additional na mast headlight na magdidistinguish sa kanya bilang magdidistinguish sa kanya na more than 50 meters yung vessel in length. Dito sa vessel engaged in towing, pag ang tinotow mo ay lumagpas or nag-exceed siya ng 200 meters, ang makikita mo dito ay tatlo ng mast headlight at saka nadagdagan yung shape mo ng isang diamond para kita ng mga makakasalubong mong barko na ang tinotow mo ay exceed ng 200 meters. Another type of ram, a vessel engaged in dredging or underwater operation when restricted ability to maneuver, making way through the water with an obstruction on the port side. Vessel is more than 50 meters. Malalaman mo pag ang vessel ay in dredging or underwater operation kapag ganito yung structure ng vessel niya. Kapag nakita kayo ng all-around red light in highest and lowest part and white in the middle, the vertical position, ibig sabihin siya ay ram. Tapos, yung kanyang shape ay 2 black balls in the highest and lowest part and 1 diamond in the middle. Yan. Tapos, making way through the water kasi meron siyang side lights. And yung sa rule 27, sa paragraph B, subparagraph 3, pag ang making way through the water, meron kang side lights, stern light, and a mast headlight. Then, the water with an obstruction on the port side. Ito yung obstruction kasi nagko-conduct siya ng dredging operation. Pag 2 all-around red light na makikita mo dito, ibig sabihin, nandun yung obstruction. Nasa port side niya na hindi ka pwedeng dumaan dun kung ikaw yung kasalubong kasi may possible na magkaroon kayo ng collision kasi babangga ka dito sa obstruction na to. Kaya nag-provide ng 2 green light, ibig sabihin ito yung safe side. Pag may kasalubong ka na pag may power-driven vessel at kasalubong mo tong vessel engaged in dredging, dito ka dadaan sa 2 all-around green light kasi dito yung safe. Dito yung pwede kang dumaan at makaka-avoid ka sa risk of collision. At saka yung shape na makikita mo kapag safe side or sa all-around green light ay 2 diamond in a vertical position at sa may obstruction, may 2 all-around red light, makikita mo ay 2 black balls in a vertical position. Tapos, a vessel is more than 50 meters kasi meron siyang mast headlight. Tapos, ito yung sunod na example sa a vessel engaged in dredging. A vessel engaged in dredging or underwater operations when restricted ability to maneuver, not making way through the water with an obstruction on port side, a vessel is less than 50 meters. So, a vessel engaged in dredging, nalalaman mo kasi meron siyang obstruction, meron siyang operation for dredging only. Then, ram, kasi meron siyang 2 all-around red light in the higher and lowest part and white light in the middle. Then, not making way through the water kasi wala siyang side lights and mast headlight and the stern light. With an obstruction on the port side kasi nandun yung 2 all-around red light. Nasa port side pa rin. So, nandito nagkakandak ng dredging operation kaya bawal kang dumaan. Ito yung safe side na merong 2 all-round green light at may shape na 2 diamond in a vertical position at sa port side kung saan nagkakandak ng dredging, nandun naman ang two black balls in a vertical position. Bezel less than 50 meters kasi wala siyang additional na mast headlight. Ito pa yung ibang part ng RAM. A vessel engaged in diving operation. Pag a vessel engaged in diving operation, ang makikita mo dito ay isang alpha plug. Na ibig sabihin nun ay divers down, keep away, or keep clear on me. Tapos kapag daylight. Tapos kapag gabi naman, ang makikita mo naman dyan ay kagaya dun sa RAM na 3 all round light na ang nasa taas ay red, white, and red. So red, white, red. Ayan yung makikita mong ilaw niya sa gabi kasi kabilang nga siya sa restricted in ability to maneuver. So ito naman yung vessel engaged in mine clearance operation. Kabilang din siya sa RAM pero wala siya nung red, white, red na all-round light. Ang makikita mo sa kanya ay 3 all-round green light forming in a triangular shape. And yung shape na makikita mo naman dito ay 3 black balls that forming in a triangular shape. Yun, a vessel engaged in mine clearance, yun, makikita mo, ito, 3 all-around green light, underway, isabihin, making way through the water siya. So, ano siya, meron siyang side lights, a mast headlight, and the stern light. Vessel, more than 50 meters, kasi meron siyang additional na mast headlight. So, pag may nakita kayong a vessel engaged in mine clearance or may nakita kayong ganito sa dagat, kailangan nyong umiwas or magbigay kayo ng limit na 100 or 1,000 meters kasi dangerous for the other vessels na lumapit lumapit sa within sa gantong limit. So that ends my report about Rule 26 and Rule 27, and that's all. Thank you for listening.
Rule 28. Vessel constrained by their drop. A vessel constrained by her drop may, in addition to the lights prescribed for power-driven vessels in Rule 23, exhibit where they can best be seen 3 all-round red lights in a vertical line or a cylinder. So, na-apply sa kanya yung power-driven vessel rule. Since a vessel constrained by their drop is a power-driven vessel, so kapag gabi, ang makikita sa kanya is 3 all-round red lights in a vertical line. And kapag umaga is shape ng cylinder. So, ito yung day shape. Then, ito yung itsura niya kapag ahead ito. Itsura niya kapag astern. So, vessel constrained by their drop if the vessel less than 50 meters. Kapag gabi, we can see 3 all-round red lights in vertical position plus primary mast headlight plus secondary mast headlight plus side light if underway and plus stern light. Rule 29. Pilot vessel. A vessel engaged on pilotage duty shall exhibit 1. At or near the masthead, 2 all-round lights in a vertical line, the upper being white and the lower red. 2. When underway, in addition, side lights and a stern light. 3. When at anchor, in addition to the lights prescribed in subparagraph, the lights or shape prescribed in Rule 30 for vessel at anchor. So, ganito ang itsura ng pilot vessel kapag ka-engage in pilotage duty. So, This is from the starboard side, from the stern side, and this from the port side. A pilot vessel, when at engaged in pilotage duty, shall exhibit the lights or shape prescribed for a similar vessel of her length. So yun nga, all-round red lights ng pilot vessel is white over red. Ibig sabihin nun pilot ahead, so ang vessel engaged pilotage duty. If underway is merong stern lights, so magiging two all-round lights, white over red. In vertical position, plus side lights, plus stern light. So kapag hindi naman underway, two all-round red lights lang. White over red in a vertical position. Wala nang stern light at side lights.
Good day, everyone. Today, I'm going to discuss the Rule 30 and Rule 31. Rule 30, anchored vessel and vessel aground. Anchored vessel. In this illustration, you will see the use of one ball in the daytime and the lights in the nighttime. Anchored vessel shorter than 50 meters and anchored vessel longer than 50 meters. Type of vessel. Anchored vessel. Time of the day, daytime and nighttime. In accordance with Rule 30, anchored vessels and vessels aground, anchored vessel shall exhibit where they can best be seen all-round white light or one ball. A vessel of less than 50 meters in length may exhibit an all-round white light where it can best be seen instead of the lights prescribed in paragraph A of this rule. A vessel at anchor may, and a vessel of 100 meters and more in length shall also use the available working or equivalent lights to illuminate her decks. In this picture, you will see anchored vessel shorter than 50 using the shape of one ball in the daytime and all-round white light in the nighttime. Anchored vessel longer than 50, she used one ball in the daytime and two all-round white light. It is in the forward part and in the stern part. So let's proceed to the vessel ground. Vessel aground. In this picture, you will see the use of three balls in vertical position and the lights in the nighttime. Type of vessel. Vessel aground. Time of the day. Daytime and nighttime. In accordance with Rule 30, anchored vessels and vessels aground, a vessel aground shall exhibit, where they can best be seen, three balls in vertical line or all-round white light at the forward area and the stern area. Here is the three balls in vertical position, and here is the lights when the vessel is more than 50 meters. If the vessel is less than 50 meters, there is no all-round white light in the stern part. Let's proceed to the Rule 31. Rule 31, seaplanes. This is the example of the seaplanes. Rule 31 Seaplanes, where it is not possible for a seaplane or wheelcraft to show lights and shapes of the characteristic or position prescribed in the rules of this section. It shall display lights and shapes as closely as possible in terms of their characteristics and location. Rule 31. In accordance with Rule 3, general definition, the term seaplane includes any aircraft designed to maneuver on the water. As you can see, the seaplane have green and red and also white. It is the navigational lights. Seaplanes has navigational lights to avoid the risk of collision and to avoid confusion on the part of the seafarers. And that's all. Thank you.